All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakakudash. Double honors to our apostle elders, which rule great in the stone well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure to the end. Shalom wa abab ball. So I'm uploading this video called Lights Out for Colorado. Alright, it's attached to this 40-hour blackout Colorado. Alright, which the 40-hour blackouts Colorado has the link for the video that this woman is speaking. Alright, and she did the math on the Jared Polis plans for energy, and she said that, you know, according to their math, what they had experts build models, and the only equation that they could come out with is that people are going to have to go without power. She says up to 40 hours, which is pretty much 2 days. And this ain't going to be one time. It's going to be multiple times over and over again. Which, you know, could you imagine if you get to freeze with the power out? And that's what she's saying. People are going to die just like in Texas. And the man interviewing her says, is it that they want us to die? And she said, they're starving you. And she says, who? The so-called white man, which is the red devil the Bible speaks of. It says his own tongue shall fall upon his head. Now this woman may not be an Edomite, but she looks the part. As you can see, her skin is red, right, and not white. She's wearing a white shirt with like an off-white coat or sweater. You know, and her skin is not white, it's red. Alright? But once again, she could possibly be, you know, not an Edomite, but she could be an Edomite. And she's looking like an Edomite, alright? I'm going to take her for an Edomite and say that Esau's tongue is falling upon his own head, because she's actually revealing that, you know, the government of Colorado, which, you know, is part of the United States of America, is killing their citizens with starving them of energy, which is going to starve them of food, starve them of heat, cooled, you know, if it's too hot. These older people that need the temperatures to be perfect for them to live, all right? So they're pretty much going to kill their citizens through starvation, all right? But now I want to get this here in 2nd Ezra 15 verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword, the so-called white man, which is the red devil the Bible speaks of, and their destruction draweth nigh. And that's why they're doing this, all right? Their end is near, and so they're scrambling, trying to change the prophecies, but they can't, all right? But they're going to cause a major chaos to where a lot of people die. This is why they're the sword. It says, for the sword, right, and their destruction, so-called white man, and his destruction is the nuclear destruction of America, which happens after they make the implantable microchip mandatory for buying and selling. Alright? It says, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one and another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Which that's what's going to happen. You know, what they said, it's 100% guaranteed that the lights are going to be shut off in Colorado. You know, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Which she explains in that video, that it's going to shut down everything. You're not going to be able to have trucking. You're not going to have the resources to even build anything. Alright, it's pretty much going to cause Colorado just to grind to a stop, to a standstill, because they don't have the energy, you know, going out that is needed. Because she said you got to have a double portion pretty much for when something goes down, you're able to pick it back up, right? Because you're always having systems failing and all that. So she's like, you're in the system, all right? They're dismantling the system, all right? Well, more people need it more, right? You got more people using it, right? They say a lot of these immigrants, right? They're being stored in these hotels and in these houses, which, you know, it's all bullshit. Really, they're just, you know, starving the people because they're sieging the city, right? When they siege the city, they starve the people of the resources. And that's what the so-called white man, starting with his elite, all right, are doing, is they're starving the people because they're going to make it mandatory that you have to have an implantable microchip. And if you have everything, why would you want to get that implanted in your body? So he's going to starve you, right, to deceive you into taking that implantable microchip.